Morning guys, I'm Dave Canterbury with Self-Reliance Outfitters in the Pathfinder School. What I want to show you this morning is another method of finding a northerly direction or creating an east-west line. And I call this the last shadow, first shadow method. There's a couple ways you can do this, so I'm going to talk you through that this morning. I set up for this last night at sundown. We're going to continue with it this morning to show you how it works. Stay with me. Okay, with this method of finding a northerly direction, what we did is we came out here last night at sundown. We put a stick in the ground and we took the last shadow that we had of the day and we laid a stick along that shadow line. And this will make it more accurate than just pointing a stick at the sun if you lay a stick actually on that shadow line. Now the sun's coming up this morning and it's not quite high enough yet to cast a shadow here. But in the next 10 or 15 minutes it's going to come up and cast another shadow on this side, and we'll lay a stick on that shadow line. Once we get that done, I'll show you where the north direction comes in. Okay, the sun's not quite high enough to cast a shadow on this lower level stick, but if I put a stick right beside that, there's a shadow you can see moving on the ground at the base of the stick right here. And if I look for where that shadow's at, and I lay a stick across that shadow like this, this line here that forms a triangle should give me a direct east-west line. And again, I can verify that by laying my compass on that line east-west. You can see I'm almost dead north. Now, you could use this method two ways. I call this the last shadow, first shadow method. And what I do is I actually lay a stick across the shadow line. And I find that to be much more accurate. You could also just point a stick at the sun in the evening before you go to bed, and then point another one at the sun in the morning when you wake up, and you'll be pretty close. But if you can actually catch the last shadow of the day, which was here, and then catch the first shadow in the morning, which is here, you'll get a very accurate cardinal direction line or a horizon line here going east-west. Okay guys, well I appreciate you joining me today for this really short video on my navigation series on what I call last shadow, first shadow method of finding an east-west line. I appreciate your views, I appreciate your support. I thank you for everything you do for our school, for our family, and for our business, for our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends, and I'll be back with another video as soon as I can. Thanks guys.